essentially, how the Golden Rule puts it is, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Essentially, if you want people to be happy and nice and share things with you, it states you should in turn be happy, be nice, and share things with them. Simple in my opinion, hence why I try now, I guess I shouldn't say simple in my opinion, now that I've worked at it for a long time, it is easier for me. When I was young and dumb and stupid, it wasn't so easy for me. So, essentially, try to be happy, try to share, try to be kind, try to, see, you don't necessarily need to turn the other cheek repeatedly. What you need to do is understand some people make mistakes. And in those mistakes, you gotta go, hey, you know, that's something I may have made a mistake at when I was that age, or that's something I may have made a mistake at when such and such happened. That way, you're not looking at it like that guy's a jack or this guy's a jack. You look at it as everyone's human, and if I'm nice to him, in return, he'll be nice to someone else, and someone else, and someone else, and then maybe it gets back to me. It's like when you pull up to an exit for McDonald's, there's a stop sign or a stoplight with a bunch of cars in front of you, and then you got this entrance and exit to McDonald's, and you hurry up and get across, and park right there across to the entrance, because that'll save you a half a second, maybe. However, if you had stopped back, let one, maybe two of the people that were stuck in the McDonald's parking lot out, they would look at it and go, hey, he was nice to me. Maybe next time I should do that to someone else. And slowly, we get back to a society that is not, that person said something, I'm going to go kill him. Or that person said something to me, I'm going to go kill myself. You get into a society that thinks instead of reacts. Hence why, when I was younger and got picked on, I didn't go think, oh gee, you know what, no one really likes me, no one really enjoys me, I've done a lot of bad things in my life, I'll just go ahead and end it so that no one needs to worry about it. It makes sense that you do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Essentially, you're trying to be nice, you're trying to be kind, and if someone needs something blunt said to them, you say it to them, because you would hope that in the same circumstance, someone would say it to you, or in the same circumstance, they would treat you that way. So, it gets to a point where you no longer need to worry about anything else, because everything else is covered by the Golden Rule. Whether it's being patient, because you would prefer people to give you a chance and be patient, or whether it's being nice to someone because you want them to be nice to you, whether it's waiting that split second or that second or two that it takes someone to pull out, or whether it's just going and ramming and gung-hoing through. I mean, or it's giving someone space while they're walking, or it's, I mean, there are so many things that if we just treat each other nicely, treat each other as we want others to treat us, we would get along so great. It's not going out there and saying that person would steal from me given the chance, so therefore I must hurry up and steal from them. It's not do unto others before they do unto you. It's do unto others as you would want them to do to you. So you be happy, you be kind, and everything else falls into play. It doesn't matter, in my opinion, whether that person is gay, whether that person is straight, whether that person is a hermaphrodite, or whatever else you want to call it. You treat that person as you would want them to treat you. So, for instance, if you don't want that person, whether they're straight or not, telling you all their sexual exploits, then you don't tell them all your sexual exploits. And when you do, or when they do, you don't sit there and step back and throw a fit. You say, hey buddy, I would prefer you not talk about that when I'm here. Or, could you talk about that another time? Or, I mean, there are so many different things that if we're just nice to each other, or we think on it the way, if they would do that to me, how would I feel? So therefore, I should treat them this way. That would be solved in the world. It would have so much acceptance for someone to do that. But for some reason, it's decided it shouldn't be that way. It should be thrown out, or it should be cast out, or whatever you want to call it. It should be, I should do to them before they get the chance to do to me. Which sucks. Which, it even falls on the point of you see a nude lady walking by, and instead of hooting, hollering, screaming, screeching, making comments negative or positive or whatever, just ignoring, or being able to get past the fact that she's naked and say, it's a nice day out, or say, I mean, I'm not necessarily condoning the woman walking around naked, but again, I'm not damning the woman walking around naked. Because I don't want someone to damn me walking around with a hairy chest sticking out, walking around with a beard that no one really, that people look at and say, oh, well, that's raggedy, I don't like that. That's why you gotta look at people and say, you don't even have to say. You can, if you really want to, if you just have to get it out, say in your head. But that shouldn't even really be an option if we're doing unto others as we would have them do unto us. Because the same thing goes if they have, we'll say, a Pink Floyd t-shirt on. And we're like, oh, I hate Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd's music sucks. He was always high. He was always and I'm against people who are high all the time, and get off your high horse, get off your soapbox, and say hi. Or don't say hi to that person. Or just don't talk to that person. Because it's kind of like what happened when they took the Confederate flag, and you can look at the 10 dozen, 12 dozen different meanings that people derive from the Confederate flag, from the Southern Pride flag. A lot of people look at it and they say, or I shouldn't say a lot of people, some people look at it and they say, oh, racism. And they say, oh, well, that person must hate the United States. Or that person is someone to stay away from because they've got a lot of guns and explosives and things like that. What it should be is and then you've got, well, I shouldn't say should be, and then you've got other people that look at the Confederate flag and they say it means states' rights over government rights. It means people come first before government. Or you've got some people that say, it means Southern pride, that you're happy to be from the South. Or you've got other people that it says, leave me alone. It says, piss off if you don't like the flag, so that I'm left alone. I mean, it's the same thing that's starting to happen with people that wear the American flag. Because I've heard people say that if you wear the American flag, you're racist. And I'm going, wait a minute. It's the flag of the country that I'm in. It's the flag of the country that I like, that I am trying to protect and take care of. Or you got people that say the American flag, there must be radical Republicans, because Democrats wouldn't wear the American flag. Okay, so you're saying if people wear the American flag, they're radical, and they're crazy, and no. Again, you just gotta step back, look at people, not for necessarily what they're wearing, but look at people as people, and treat others like you want to be treated. So don't